And the shape, right? Looks different. Yeah.
Rounder.
Yeah.
What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So tensions are running very high with the former Olympia champion Hadi Make, as he still hasn't been able to make it to the US, and we are now less than 4 weeks out from the big show this year. So time is moving very fast, but things are not. Now, as far as I can remember, since the year 2020, Hadi has always made it to the US at about 5 to 6 weeks out from the big show. So do you guys ever wonder how some of these top Olympians like Samson Dauda, Derek Lunsford and Nick Walker, they feel about this whole scenario? Well, on record, everyone is gonna say that they wanna compete against the best of Hadi Make. But if you really think about this, Hadi has not placed outside of that top 2 since 2022. So he is a legitimate Olympia title contender. So of course one of those big paychecks, be it first or second, that is gonna go to Hadi Make. Now the fans obviously wanna see Hadi Make compete. They have waited for an entire year to see Hadi Make step back on the stage. As Hadi hasn't competed all throughout this year, he even skipped this year's Arnold, Ohio. On top of that, he hasn't done any guest posing. So there is a big anticipation on how he's gonna show up with a full-blown off-season under his belt this time. So Samson Dauda even said it on camera last year that the one person that he was aiming to have a real battle, that was Hadi Make, especially his Arnold, Ohio version. The mutant has always had the same stance, that Hadi is the one who can pose a real threat for him. So you guys know Hadi is a true warrior. He won't be distracted by this whole situation and is putting his 100% in for this upcoming Mr. Olympia. Before you scroll or blink too hard, have you subscribed yet? Please don't make me bring out the emotional blackmail. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon. It's free, it's painless, and that makes me look way cooler than I actually am. Next up, we have a 4 weeks out physique update from the Italy Pro and Portugal Pro champion, Rubiel Mosquera aka Nexzilla. So he will be among the few guys who are making their men's Open Olympia debut. And this is gonna be one of the most anticipated one, along with Good Vito. So judging by this picture, he seriously means business for this upcoming Mr. Olympia. Look at those arms and chest, and the man is looking very full and hard, with another 4 weeks to go to tighten up, to fine-tune things. So not many people out there were expecting him to do this upcoming Dubai Pro title, because he looked behind. But Rubiel has shown us that he can stick to a longer diet, and that is exactly why he improved so drastically from Dubai Pro to Portugal Pro. So the longer Rubiel is gonna stay on his diet, more are the chances that he will show up with more detail and more separation, and that is something which can help him place a lot higher at his Olympia debut. So previously or last year, he was being critiqued for not having balanced shoulders compared to those huge arms and very thick chest. So he did make some improvements in that aspect, and now a lot of people out there believe that he will never have deep separation in his lower half. He will never have super separated legs, and that might be true. But if he digs deep, he will eventually carve out more detail and more separation. So if he shows up bad in Portugal Pro, he will have a legit shot at this year's Olympia top 10.
And the shape, right? Looks different. Yeah.
Rounder.
Yeah.
Lighter. And we've only lost, I feel like, I don't know what, 8 pounds since we really started that.
It's so crazy.
So is that the best back in the world right now? Has Nick surpassed Derek Lunsford in that back department? Well, I'm gonna say not in the width, but there is a whole lot of density on that back. So the weight of Nick at the moment, that is really frightening. So this isn't just any claim where he says that he's getting harder and leaner with every passing week. So all the physique updates that we have seen from him since this year's Pittsburgh Pro, they all point out that Nick is in a very comfortable position, a little under 4 weeks out from his 3rd ever Mr. Olympia. So he is most probably gonna be anywhere from 5 to 7 pounds heavier than what we saw at the Pittsburgh Pro and the New York Pro. And that was originally the goal. And I know many people criticized him for chasing more weight and more size. But if he can come in with his waistline looking the same, with that same condition, but a bit fuller, a bit more bigger, he's gonna have a lot more freak factor. And that only makes Nick a lot more dangerous. So Nick is coming back after a gap of 2 years. So if he places anywhere in that top 3, that is going to be a huge accomplishment. Next up, we have an update from a classic physique legend, Breon. So he's gonna be stepping on this year's Olympia stage for the 10th consecutive time, and that too at the age of 45. So he said that this is gonna be his best classic physique version to date. But no disrespect towards Breon, he's an absolute legend. But him saying that he's 4 weeks out from winning his 3rd classic physique title, that is a bit delusional in my opinion. Because there is just no way he's going to beat guys like Mike, Terrence, or probably even Ramon Dino, who are in the prime time of their careers. So if he can continue to improve at this stage of his career, it's so unbelievable because he's fighting a weight cap and there is nothing he can do about that. Now I do wish that Breon would have switched to the 212 back in 2020 because there is no denying the fact that he restricted his physique for all these years. He did not allow his body to grow because of the weight cap, and him transitioning into the 212, that would have made more sense about 5 years back. Now I do not think Breon will ever try the 212, especially at this age now. It's simply not worth the risk. So just like Sean Clarida in the 212, Breon is the vulnerable one this year in Classic, because this might be the year where we see a shift at the top in Classic physique, where all these newer and younger guys, they will be pushing for that top 5. Now Breon does have more detail, more density, more muscle maturity, and he's without a doubt one of the most consistent guy when it comes to peaking. He still has one of the best backs in Classic physique. But despite that, and also Urs and Sebum no longer at the Olympia this year, this is gonna be the most challenging year for Breon. I mean, he lost to the most vulnerable version of Ramon Dino last year. So that pretty much speaks volume on how the judges are unwilling to place Breon higher, unless of course he brings up his quads, which is nearly impossible at this stage of his career. Next up, we have an update from Trener, also known as Pitor, the winner of this year's Europa Pro in Classic physique. And for those of you guys who do not know, this was actually his pro debut in Classic. So we did talk about this guy a few weeks back, that he was looking superb, and what an amazing structure this guy has. So he lived up to the hype, and he presented an awesome physique at this year's Europa Pro stage. So right from the get-go, the eyes were just constantly drawn towards him. Look at that front double biceps. He opens up so wide. He has that tiny waistline, humongous quads, and with those deep separation all over. So this guy has written Classic all over him. And he is very complete, especially from the front. He has the shoulders very round, very thick, amazing biceps, superb triceps, and although he needs more density in the back department, especially up top, and he can be a bit more drier, a bit more sharper in the hamstrings and the glutes area. But considering the fact that this was just his pro debut, he has a very bright future ahead. I just hope that he isn't close to his weight cap in Classic, because he can become one of the top guys in Classic in the near future. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.